Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving deep into a financial tool that has been absolutely exploding in popularity, reshaping how millions of people think about retirement. So what is this thing, and why is there so much buzz around it all of a sudden? Let's get into it.
Okay, let's just start with this number. $385 billion. That is how much money Americans put into annuities in just 1 year. I mean, that's a jaw-dropping figure, and it tells you something really big is going on. So what's behind this massive rush?
Well, that huge number is connected to what is probably the single biggest fear for anyone approaching retirement, the fear of running out of money. So today, we're going to unpack what an annuity actually is, why it's so popular, what the catches are, and really get to the bottom of that question.
All right, let's start with the absolute fundamentals. What is an annuity? For now, forget all the complicated financial jargon. The easiest way to think about it is like this. It's your own personal pension plan, one that you build for yourself.
So here's the deal at its core. You make a deal, a contract with an insurance company. You give them a chunk of your money, and in return, they promise to give you a steady paycheck later on, often for the rest of your life. What you're really doing is transferring a huge risk, that longevity risk, the chance you might outlive your savings, from your shoulders to theirs. And how can they possibly promise that? It's called longevity pooling. Basically, they bring together money from thousands of people. They know, statistically, some folks will live longer and some shorter, but it all balances out, allowing them to guarantee that income for everybody in the pool.
Okay, so you get the basic idea. But of course, it's not quite that simple. Annuities come in a few different flavors, and each one is designed to do something a little different. So let's break down the main types you'll run into.
On one side of the ring, you've got the fixed annuity. You can think of this one as the slow and steady, predictable choice. It gives you a guaranteed interest rate, and you can't lose your initial investment. Simple and safe. On the other side, you have the variable annuity. This is the one focused on growth. Your money gets invested in things that look a lot like mutual funds. So yeah, it has way more potential to grow, but it also comes with market risk. You could actually lose money. It's that classic trade-off, right? Safety versus the potential for bigger gains.
So what if you're looking at those two options and thinking, I don't know. I kind of want the growth, but I'm just not willing to risk losing my savings. Well, that's where a third type comes into play, kind of a hybrid approach.
And that hybrid is the indexed annuity. Here's how it works. Your returns are linked to a market index, something like the S&P 500. So you get to ride the wave when the market goes up. But, and this is the really important part, it comes with a built-in safety net. If the market tanks, you don't lose your principal. Now, the trade-off is that your gains are usually limited by something called a cap, so you don't get all of the market's upside, but you get a lot of the downside protection.
Okay, so now we know what these things are. Let's get back to that $385 billion question. Why are they so incredibly popular right now? Well, it all really boils down to one powerful promise. The promise of certainty in a very uncertain world.
You know, the number one reason, hands down, that people buy an annuity is for an income they literally cannot outlive. It's not just about the money, it's about buying peace of mind. Think about it. A 401k or an IRA is great, but it's on you to make it last. An annuity can be set up to send you a paycheck for life, no matter how long that is. And beyond that incredible core promise, there are other big perks. Your money grows tax-deferred. That's a huge deal, because it means your gains can compound year after year without taxes taking a slice out of it. It also lets you build a stable floor of income to cover your essential expenses, your mortgage, your groceries, your utilities, that isn't subject to the wild swings of the stock market. And on top of that, you can customize them with these little add-ons called riders for things like making sure your spouse is covered if something happens to you.
Now, this is all sounding pretty great, right? But you know the old saying, if it sounds too good to be true, well, that promise of certainty, it comes at a price. So what's the catch? Let's flip the coin over and look at the drawbacks.
First off, and this is a big one, you guys, these can be irreversible decisions. Once you flip that switch to turn on the income stream, there's often no going back. Your money is also tied up for a long time. We're talking about a surrender period, often 6, 8, even 10 years, where if you try to pull your money out early, you're going to get hit with some really steep penalties. They can also be super complex and loaded with fees, which we'll get to in a sec. And finally, all that safety we talked about, it comes at the cost of limited growth potential.
Let's talk about those fees, because honestly, they can be a real killer for your returns. With a variable annuity, for example, you can get hit with fees from all sides.
You've got fees from managing the investments, you have insurance charges to pay for the guarantees, and then you have extra fees for any of those riders you added on. As you can see here, these can easily stack up to 2, 3, maybe even 4% a year, and that just eats away at your growth over time. Think of it like trying to run into a constant headwind. Even a couple of percentage points can add up to a massive amount of money over 20 or 30 years.
So, after hearing all the pros and all the cons, how in the world are you supposed to decide if one of these makes sense for you? Well, the best thing you can do is arm yourself with the right questions. We're going to walk through the 4 most critical questions you absolutely need to ask before you even think about signing on the dotted line.
First things first, you have to do the math. Before you buy any product that creates income, you need to know exactly how much income you need. So add up all your guaranteed incomes, your Social Security, any pensions you might have, and then compare that to your absolute essential monthly expenses. The difference between those two numbers, that's your income gap. The goal is just to solve for that gap, not to go overboard.
Second, and you got to be really honest with yourself on this one, can you truly afford to lock up this money for a decade or maybe even longer? Remember those surrender periods and the fact that it's often a permanent decision. You have to think about what the future might hold. What if you have a health issue? What if a family member needs help? Could you handle those emergencies without touching this money?
This one is so important. An annuity is basically a long-term promise from an insurance company. You need to be absolutely certain that company is going to be around in 10, 20, 30 years to keep that promise. So you have to check their financial strength ratings from agencies like AM Best or S&P. You're looking for companies with top marks, an A rating or higher. Don't settle for less.
And finally, don't get sold on a bunch of fancy bells and whistles you don't actually need. Annuities come with a whole menu of these optional riders, things like inflation protection or extra death benefits. Every single one of them adds to the cost. So you have to look at each one and ask, is the benefit I'm getting from this really worth the price I'm paying for it? Only pay for the features that solve a real, specific problem for you.
So, let's just boil it all down. Who is a good potential candidate for an annuity? Well, it's probably someone who is more risk-averse, who really worries about running out of money, and whose main goal is to create a rock-solid, stable income to cover their basic needs. On the flip side, it's probably not the right tool for someone who needs their money to be flexible, who is comfortable with the ups and downs of the market, and whose priority is to grow their wealth as much as possible to leave to their kids.
Ultimately, the entire decision really comes down to this one simple but powerful question. What's more important to you? It's the core trade-off. There is no right or wrong answer here, but knowing what you value most will point you toward the right strategy for your own retirement. Thanks for tuning in.